That's a very wonderful submission. I'll, it's important you understand where that is coming from. Eli, I allow you to introduce Grace to
You
us.
know, you really
Thank
failed
you.
at that, Obed, because Hulda just told you she struggles with Swahili. You should have said, "Wacha nionge," and gone really to. Yes.
Wacha
See,
niongee. Let us
you're not
talk
getting
kwanza.
it. But
Let us
anyway,
talk. Can your software bro? Unasikia software imechange. Well,
you know, as I said, guys, and you'll see where the connectivity is in this talk, because we've just come from the Ma community, transited into Hulda's community originally as an immigrant. She comes from the Abagusi and talks to you about meat, and you think it's a obeling us, you remember it for the rest of your lives. But then again, those are two communities. One is Nilotic, I believe. The other one is it's
Bantu. Bantu.
Bantu. And now transiting into another Bantu. This is a Bantu that a woman is almost not recognized. You don't appear. You can be seen, but you shouldn't be heard. And again, don't miss out the point of what you're saying. But then I go to the land of Murima, the daughter of Mumbi. Those women literally sit on men's head. Grace, for you connect to us the culture as
Where? Oh my good lord. Well, thank you so much for inviting me to this space. It's amazing to share the space with such amazing ladies. And yeah, wow. When we talk about culture, yes, it does play a big, 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 big. Allow me to put it this way, and as I'm answering, when we look at the different ways in which ladies show up, for us, you've already said, Sisi now, we sit on the heads of men. I know back in the day, Kikuyus used to do that. Wango Makeri did that literally. But I think right now it's more or less figuratively. And when I talk about figuratively, I'm looking at uh, in across all boards. Yes, you can be seen, uh, but not heard. But then there is this thing that says you're the neck that turns the head. So now you find there is that direction, um, there is that, would I say, influence. But then there's one thing you'll have to admit: the one thing that sets apart women is that they bring about empathy. But then there's the empathy part that comes in. It's the now you'll find culture. When you look at the way I'm talking about I'm looking at culture, education. You find the different levels of education will bring about difference in terms of how even us right now we are showing up. And when I talk about the generations, because a woman in a different generation is going to from another one who's in a different generation. Now you've added culture, you've added up the environment that she's in, and all this brings about us looking at how do I now come and influence this? How do I bring about change? What do I do? So now you find I'll first understand in my tradition what are the norms in the day and age that I'm in, and then now I'm looking at the environment. Now, here as an educator, that's where I'm at. You'll find when I'm coming to educate a place, or I've come out from the mountain, I've come to Mombasa. Now, I cannot apply my tradition to the new place where I'm at. So now you find I have to first understand the tradition, and because the way I'll come and talk to a person in a different culture is different from my culture. I remember there's a place where I went and I tried to talk, and but then somebody came up and said, no, she's a teacher. So now you find being a teacher, I was allowed to speak. So now the profession now comes and kicks in, and I'm pretty sure that happens across board. So now you find culture plays a big, 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 big role when it comes to how we as women show up. And the one thing is, uh, when it comes to now education, when it comes to the different environments, I'm loving the contrast and the different ways in which, like Huda has brought about. When she looks at it here and when she's over there, it's really really different. And now you see there has to be that. Shouting, and now that becomes the allow me to use the word explosion, because it's allowed for, but then now here if somebody shouts it becomes an issue. So now you find when we look at the way we show up, or the way as a woman I show up in leadership, there has to be that where I'm looking at what exactly is it we are trying to achieve here, what is the one thing we are looking to achieve, because then you have to look at what is for those ones who are in business, for those ones who are, what is the vision of this? If it's the job that I'm in, I've been given a position, what is the company looking to achieve at school? What is the strategic vision of the school? What are we looking to have as the outcome once this child has been through my hands? So now once I understand that, or once we understand that, now that's where you find there is that application of, so now how do we collaborate? Because it comes differently, just like, and I'm really